Topic this morning is fit body, fresh mind. How your nutrition and exercise actually boosts positivity. Now, you see, we all want to stay happy. We all want to stay energetic. Everybody wants to feel confident, but sometimes we forget that it starts from within. We look at the external things. We somebody speaks to you anyhow, and then you think that only affects your mood, but actually the food we eat and how we move our bodies also actually plays a role. And a healthy body actually feeds a healthy mind, and when those two work together, it changes everything. It changes our mood, it changes our focus, and even how we see life. So this morning we're breaking it all down. How can simple choices like eating better, moving more, and being consistent actually help us build a more positive lifestyle? And I've got two amazing guests to help us unpack this morning. I have joining me Fitness Boss. He is a fitness trainer at Boss Fitness. Very interesting. And we'll later on be joined by Gracia Hilary Freku, who is a registered dietitian, to also share her thoughts with us. But we'll start with Fitness Boss. Fitness Boss, good morning. Are you with us? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you too?
I'm blessed, always blessed.
All right. Great. Thanks so much for joining us this morning for this conversation. First of all, I mean, you are a fitness coach. Tell us how important exercise is generally before we come to as it relates to our topic this morning.
Okay, that's a good question. Exercise is actually a broad topic where I feel like we need to understand and also look into that. I mean, depending on your goals, someone who want to exercise to just stay fit, someone who also want to exercise to just build muscle, want to lose weight. So depending on your goal, um, to exercise, but it's also good to exercise just to activate those muscle and also your brain. You know, the more you stay active, the more your brain works. If you are not really active, I don't think you can think straight. People don't understand that. Yeah. So it's very important to exercise just to help your daily activity grow.
Mm. Right. And when we talk about exercise, usually people think it's about going to the gym and going to lift some metals and all of that. What do you have to say about that?
Okay. What I have to say is it's not about going to the gym. You can work out at home anywhere you are. I mean, but if you have the chance, you can also go to the gym. That's the little thing I can say. Um, Working at home, you can just use the basic things around to work out. And also, don't let us forget about this. As I said earlier on, it depends on your fitness goal.
So what are some of the various goals that people have when it comes to that?
Okay, so I earlier mentioned them as in someone want to build their muscle. That's just gain weight.
Mm.
When I say gain weight, it's not necessarily gain fat weight, like muscle weight, and also lose fat and also just stay fit. Someone just look, how do we say it? Someone just lose some type of weight and they just want to stay there. They don't want to go up, they don't want to come down. So
Mm.
that kind of thing as well. Um, I think that's the three main.
Right.
Um,
And that determines the kind of exercises that you do, isn't it?
perfect.
Mm. So, I mean, I think a lot of people know the essence or the importance of exercise. And why do you think people don't do it?
They don't do it because they are not motivated.
How so?
Come again?
How so?
Um, you need to be motivated to work out. Honestly, you need to be motivated to work out. If there's nothing moving you, you can't work out. It's a mindset thing. It's really a mindset thing. So you really need to be motivated. Just for instance, if you go to the hospital and the doctor tells you your BP is high, trust me, and the doctor prescribed that you need to work out. Since you don't want to die, Trust me, you start working out. You know, that's a form of motivation, right?
Mm.
Perfect. So that should be a motivation. There should be a motivation. A lot of people working now, you can just ask them like for testimony. They will tell you this made me work out, stress or working hard or something like that. I see someone who look good and they got this kind of opportunity. And yeah, I also want to look good to get the same opportunity. So there are so many ways to motivate you to just hop onto the gym or the workout.
Mm. Okay, right. Let's now turn our attention to exactly what we're talking about this morning: how nutrition and also exercise actually boost positivity. Now, many people say that they want to feel good, and not just look good. How does regular exercise actually affect your mood and your mindset?
Um, it does. I mean, what you eat, regular exercise. Um, are you talking about nutrition or are you talking about the exercise?
Exercise. Now, you are, I'm
Okay.
focusing on exercise with you. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
okay. So exercising helps activate the brain cell. That's one thing people don't know. It helps. So, for instance, if I wake up and I'm so down, I'm so moody, and I'm keeping that energy, trust me, nothing changed. But
Mm.
if I start doing something, I feel this activeness in my body. You
Okay.
feel me? And when we say exercise, it doesn't mean go to the gym, or probably you can do stretch, yoga, just a normal body movement,
Mm.
push-ups, normal free squat, planks, sit-ups, just to activate yourself. So when we say exercise, it's not necessarily always hitting to the gym or trying to find your way. Oh, a lot of people make excuses like that. When you tell them to exercise, they always, I can go to the gym, da 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 da. But I understand that. I understand that.
Mm. So, in the context of what we're talking about this morning, it's simply you being, being able to move your body and not living a sedentary lifestyle, right?
Perfect, perfect,
Right.
perfect,
Great.
perfect.
So, and you believe that it starts. You have to start your day with those movements. How
I
important
I
is that?
I strongly believe you start your day with body movement. It helps with your posture.
Mm.
Um, it really helps with your posture. Um, if you wake up early in the morning, even on your bed, you can just turn yourself. You can do the common stretches where I don't know if I can demonstrate, because if I start mentioning names, I don't think people might know. But yeah, you can just stretch yourself. You know, if you can do that
Mm.
like five, 3 times, that won't be bad. You know, that would be a great thing.
Mm. So, what types of morning exercises do you recommend for beginners?
Okay, morning exercise. I feel like you need to do. Also, don't let me say this in general. Okay, it depends on your goal. I'm still saying it. It depends on your goal. So if someone is bulking, their goal is different. If someone is losing, their goal is different.
Mm.
But the stretch is general. So if you rather working out, if you rather gaining or losing or maintaining, you can all do the same stretches.
So, what are the stretches you talk about?
Okay, so you can do the probably you can do the cow parts where you just be on your knee, your hands, and just hook your core in and bring it out. You go in and bring it out. You go in and bring it out. There's several workout plans. It's also not bad. Jumping jacks. push-ups. If you're a guy, you need to do push-ups every morning. If you're a guy, you need to do push-ups every morning. If you're a lady, I mean squat. Just go on a squat challenge. You know, sometimes you need to go on a monthly challenge where you be like, okay, I'm starting off with 20. By
Mm.
the end of the month, I have to end with 30 of 100, 200. You know, some people go with a skipping. You know, if you can't do the studios jumping jacks and uh, jump squats, bell pit, you can just do push-ups and squats.
Why do you say every guy should do push-ups?
Hey, every guy should do push-ups. It's very important. You know, it's really important. I mean, you should be able to carry yourself. As a guy, you really need to be able to carry yourself. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You should be able to carry yourself.
Mm. All right. Anyway, so for someone, I can hear myself. For someone who struggles actually to stay consistent, what are some simple, realistic ways to make exercise a lifestyle rather than like a chore?
Okay. With that one is going to depend on you. Um, One, I would advise you to get a trainer, a personal trainer, not just a trainer, but a personal trainer who can really pull you on your toes. Um, Also, if you can't afford a personal trainer, you can just get a, a gym buddy, someone who is into it, someone who you're looking up to also, I mean, give you a wake up call. I mean, oh yeah, we have to go, that kind of thing.
No,
Well,
but we're talking about, I mean, just movement of the body without any metals or any gym stuff, right? So yeah, so in the morning when I wake up, because I wake up very early, I'm up by 4.
mhm.
Yeah, of course I need to get to work and all of that. How do I? I mean, how do I get to do what I have to do? Because sometimes I wake up feeling very tired and sluggish in the morning. So how do I do that?
Okay,
Because
all you can
at
do,
that point I can't go and call my gym buddy. You know.
I got you, I got
Yeah.
you, I got you, I got you. That's true. Um, I think all you can do is train your mindset. That's the best way you can just do that. Just train your mindset because at that point, just imagine there's no Messiah coming to save you. At that point, you're really at your comfort zone. So there should be discipline in there.
Mm.
So if you're not disciplined, it's not going to work. So just train your mindset first.
So how do you train your mind?
That's you. That's why I started saying you have to be motivated. You have to be motivated. What is the motivation? There should be something that's calling you to work out, and that's maybe health issue. You feeling so down. Like there should be something calling you up every morning to just exercise yourself. Oh, nah. If I don't do it, I feel down. For instance, if I work out, or if I move my body in the morning, and my day is different from yesterday, you will know that, okay, let me keep it up again. I feel different. I feel different. I feel different. You will know.
Mm.
The day you don't do it, you will see. You actually going to see. You're actually going to see the difference. So there should be something. There's
Mm.
no specific. There's no specific formula for someone to be like, okay, let's all do it this way.
Right.
But it's your choice.
Mm. I see. But there are some people that say that they don't have time. They don't have time to work out. They are too busy, and because of that, they are unable to actually do that. What is your advice for people who say that?
People who say they don't have time. Yeah, you don't have time because you don't see the value in it. But let's wait for the day you have time. Yeah.
I don't understand.
You understand because you don't force people to work out. That's why they quit.
Mm.
You don't force them to work out. You let them have that mindset. It's a mindset.
Right.
Working out is a mindset. I'm not gonna lie. Forcing a horse to the riverside, but you can't. Taking a horse to the riverside, but you can't force the horse to drink.
Mm.
That's how the body is. The body is a machine, so you can't really force people to work out. Otherwise, they're going to just always give you excuse, and you keep wondering yourself. So always let them be ready. They don't have time. Of course, they don't have time. You can't force them. But let's wait for that day that they will actually have time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I see. But do you believe there are certain types of like exercises, maybe aerobics, strength training, yoga, that are more effective for mental well-being than others?
A lot,
Why do you say that?
because when it comes to strength training, you challenging yourself. When it comes to aerobics, you're creating a heat for yourself. So for instance, if I'm lifting maybe 5 kg today, if I'm lifting 5 kg today,
Mm.
uh, the next day I'm able to lift 6 kg. The next day I'm able to lift 7 kg. I feel I'm growing, and I feel proud of myself lifting. So mentally, I'm always excited.
Mm.
So I'm always being like, okay, let me try it again. 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 I always have a record to break. I always have a record to set. I always have a record to break. When
Okay.
it comes to aerobics, you always go hard, you sweat. So the day you don't sweat, you always feel like, damn, I didn't sweat today. You always see the difference. And when you go home and you're tired, or you're home and you're tired, you go like, I enjoyed today's, I mean, session myself. So it has a difference. It really has a difference.
Mm. All right. So you kindly hold on for us. My second guest is in studio now, and so I'll bring her into the conversation. But just before that, if you're listening to us, this is Business Breakfast on Z101.9 FM, and this morning we're talking about how nutrition and exercise actually boost positivity. And my guest, our fitness boss, who just spoke, he's a fitness trainer at Boss Fitness, and I also have in studio Gracia Hilary Freku. She's a registered dietitian. And these are the two individuals I'm having this conversation with this morning. We're streaming live on Facebook at ZFMGH and also on YouTube at Z Multimedia. So please feel free to drop a comment under the post, and then I'll read them for you. You can also send me a WhatsApp on 0544321019, 0544321019, and then I'll read your messages for you. You can as well call me on 03039 3956641, 03039 56641, and then I give you the opportunity to ask your questions and also share your thoughts with us this morning. Now, we've spoken about exercise with our fitness trainer, and he's shown us how movement actually impacts the mind. But fitness alone isn't enough. Diet plays a very huge role too. And so, how important is nutrition in complementing physical activity for a healthy mindset? And so, I turn to Gracia Hilary Freku. She's a registered dietitian, and she's going to share her thoughts with us. Gracia, you're welcome to the Business Breakfast on Z.
Thank you so much.
Kindly speak up a bit for me.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I hope you're doing well.
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been a long time.
I know, right?
You've not been looking for me. All right. Anyway, so let's get into it. Now, we often hear that you are what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
How true is that?
That's actually very true. I feel like it's self-explanatory because whatever that you consume, garbage in, garbage out. So
Right.
if you take, for example, junk food, you become sluggish. But if you eat healthy, you know that you feel physically fit, technically. So whatever that you consume plays an effect on your body and your daily, activities, technically.
Right. So also mentally, can you tell us how food actually impacts your mental activity?
Let me give a typical example. I think that makes it more practical. So when you're dealing with people with maybe mental issues, right? We use colors of food.
Okay.
So carrots, tomatoes, avocado, all those things. So we have the greens, we have the reds, we have the orange and all that. Even with babies, if you want a baby to start eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, you have to make it colorful, you have to put it in the right sizes and all that. So it appeals to the eye and obviously sends message to the brain, and then mentally you realize that it appeals to you because you want to eat it. If you have just jollof rice with chicken, it looks orange and brown. There's nothing colorful about it.
Okay.
So it looks boring. Well, for most people that believe in healthy eating. And if you have something like rice, plain rice with probably tomato sauce, that is red and yellow, red and white, sorry. So there's nothing colorful about it that appeals to the eye that will even make it mentally relaxing for you to consume the meal.
Okay. So what you eat actually affects you largely. But let's talk about specific foods. Okay. So for instance, I wake up and I eat banku. How does that affect? Because I mean, generally, what you eat affects you, or it is actually what you eat is who you are. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. So if I eat in the morning, the kind of food I eat can determine how I will feel throughout the day. That's established.
That's established.
How will I feel if I eat banku in the morning?
If you are
compared to say tea, cocoa.
So I always say that if you're a sedentary worker like you and I, if you eat banku, you become very sluggish because you are seated behind your PC, you are not doing a lot of movement, and then obviously you know that you need to break down the calories. You have to find a way to make it work. But if you take maybe bread, sandwich, smoothie, tea, porridge, and you're a sedentary worker, you wouldn't really be sluggish as much. But you know, someone that is working actively, a mason, a plumber, they would rather eat the heavy breakfast because it has to sustain them throughout the time that they are working. But for you and I, that sedentary workers, I usually advise that take a lighter breakfast because you are not exerting so much energy in what you are doing. Yeah.
So what are specific foods or maybe nutrients that we can take?
Specific foods. I usually tell people, to my clients usually, that they should do more porridges, sandwiches, smoothies, puddings, and fresh fruit juices, basically. And you know, people feel like if you're a sedentary worker and you eat heavy is helpful, but we look at the sluggish aspect and how lazy it makes you work. You can take a typical example. Let's say you have fufu as early as 9 a.m. You are going to feel sleepy because you're not exerting a lot of energy. You are not doing strenuous activities that would want you to exert that much. You get it? So if you are a sedentary worker, you have to do the light breakfast options like I gave, and it cuts across. It has to be balanced. So your carbohydrates, your proteins, your fats and oils, your vitamins and minerals, and obviously your unspoken nutrient water has to all be present. But if you are a strenuous person, you are very active in what you do, then you have to switch to a heavier option for breakfast, and also cutting across all the necessary nutrients and making sure that it's a balanced diet.
So by heavier, you're talking about
banku, fufu.
For breakfast?
Yeah, wachi. That's why I said people who are doing strenuous work activities like the masons, the plumbers, the contractors, because they need more energy.
Right.
You get it? So a typical Ghanaian plate, a typical dietetic Ghanaian plate that involves more fruits and vegetables, less carbohydrates and less proteins, doesn't work for people who are doing a lot of activities. You have to switch the table so that they can have more energy from the carbohydrates that they are consuming. Yeah.
Right. So on the flip side, are there some eating habits that actually drain our energy levels? Like, I don't know if you get a question.
I think I get where you're coming from. Yeah, there are certain eating habits that make you sluggish and drain your energy level. When you're stress eating a lot of junk food, you're just everything is going inside, and you are not being active. So obviously it slows you down. And I know there are certain, I don't want to mention brands, but fizzy drinks, sugar sweetened beverages, put some people in a hyper state. Right. So someone takes a fizzy drink and the person is all over the place. Another person might probably take coffee and is all over the place, or is sleepy. So it usually depends on the person. So there are certain foods that when you eat, it has an impact on you positively or negatively, but it differs from person to person, because I might react to fizzy drinks differently. Usually people take coffee and they fall asleep. Not everybody can take coffee and I mean stay awake. But some people take coffee and they fall
They
asleep.
actually
So
fall asleep. Yeah.
it depends on the person.
Why does that happen, though?
Caffeine levels, it kind of slows down your brain mechanism, and you know when you have to go to bed, your brain has to slow down. So
I see. Now, many people skip meals. I mean, and now they rely on some quick snacks due to their busy schedules. How does that affect your brain and overall emotional balance?
I don't advise people to skip their breakfasts because that's the first meal that you are having in the day. And if you're someone who works out and you decide to do snacking before your workout or something, that's all good. But breakfast is very essential. It is the first meal of the day that sets the pace for you to be productive. So imagine, unless of course you are fasting, that is different. But imagine you are a child is going to school and then the child hasn't eaten. The child is not going to be as sharp in the cognitive sense as he or she is supposed to, and it affects even the older people. So we tell people that even if it's very small, try and have breakfast. And emotionally and mentally, it can destabilize you because you need the energy to work. So imagine that you had your last meal around 6 p.m. and then it's currently 9:30 and then you're still not eating. That is more than 12 hours that you haven't eaten, and your body is falling on the previous meal that you had. Maybe it has even replenished it.
Yeah.
So you need that energy to go about your usual day. So if you don't have breakfast, you are hurting yourself in a lot of ways because your brain is not acting quickly as it's supposed to. Take a typical example between a child that has a healthy breakfast or a full breakfast and a child that probably doesn't eat at all. Their performance in class, you can find the balance. I mean, you can compare and realize that the child that is eating is sharper than the child that is not eating. And it's proven in so many ways. So
okay. So sometimes on my way to work, and I'm not okay sharing, but I'll say it anyway. Sometimes I grab some buffaloes and and then I just munch on them before I come. Is that good?
it is not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously there's carbs, there's good fat in there and all that. But it's not a complete meal.
Okay,
That
so I
is
need
the
to
thing.
have like a complete meal.
Yeah, so if you're having the buffet or something, you can have Hausa cocoa. So the Hausa cocoa has your carbs in there. It has different types of minerals and vitamins. If you add sugar and milk, there's protein. There's some amount of carbs as well. And then let's say the buffets that you took, maybe they used eggs or something. I don't know I don't know how to do their mixtures, but let's say there's eggs in there, there's nutmeg, there's milk. That is a complete meal. Even if
Right.
you add peanuts, that is omega-3 fatty acids. So it forms as a full balanced diet. So just the buffet is not healthy. You should add something.
I should
to
add
it.
something to
Yeah.
it. All right, I'll do that. But yeah, there are people that say that maybe I'm not hungry. You know, like you wake up in the morning. Yeah, you're talking about breakfast, but some people don't feel hungry at all till say maybe 10 a.m. towards 11 before they eat. Do you have to feel hungry before you eat?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to feel hungry before you eat. You are eating because your body needs the energy to function well. So, like I said, unless you're doing fasting. So for me, I've done intermittent fasting for the longest I can imagine. So early mornings is very difficult for me to eat, but I make a cautious effort to eat because I need the energy to be productive during the day. So you don't have to wait till you are hungry before you eat. It's like someone going for medical checkup. You don't need to wait till you're sick before you go to the hospital. You can randomly walk into the hospital to make sure that all your vitals are intact.
Okay, right. So if you just tune in, this is Business Breakfast on Z 101.9 FM with me, Nii Trebi Hammond. And this morning we're talking about how nutrition and exercise actually boost positivity. And my guests are two amazing individuals. I have in studio Gracia Hilary Freku, who is a registered dietitian and also Fitness Boss. He's a fitness trainer at Boss Fitness. That's a mouthful, but anyway, yeah. And these are the two individuals we're having this conversation with. Please feel free to send us a WhatsApp on 0544321019, 0544321019, or you can call me on 030395661, 030395661, and you can ask all your questions, and my guest will answer them for you. I have a message here on our Facebook page, no, YouTube. It says that fitness is in the mind. Set a goal. If you don't like the way you look, change it. Don't make excuses. A 5-minute session can change your life. That is coming from Selector J. I'm sure he knows Fitness Boss, and that is why he's sending this message. Fitness is in the mind. Let me read it again. Fitness is in the mind. Set a goal. If you don't like the way you look, change it. Don't make excuses. A 5-minute session can actually change your life. Well, thanks so much, Selector J, for sending that message. Please keep your messages coming in. We want to hear from you. If you have questions, please feel free to send them to us, and we will get our guests to answer them for you. All right. So, Hillary, let me. Which one should I call you? Gracia or Hillary? Any of them works, I guess. Yeah. So you talked about breakfast, which is very, very important. I want us to throw some more light on the negatives of not eating on time. Yes, you talked about the fact that you won't be able to work well. You compare the two kids and all of that. Yes, but throw some more light on that for me.
The negative aspect of
not eating.
Your insulin levels can get fluctuated. Yeah, because let's take somebody who is diabetic and is taking metformin medications, right? So metformin is the medication for diabetic people, and it usually works well when you eat a balanced diet. Now imagine that you don't eat and you become hypo. That means your sugar levels has dropped drastically. You can die out of it. Do you get it?
Really?
Yeah, people get hypo and they die out of it. So if you are taking medications, for instance, you need to eat, because the medications become efficacious if there's food in your system. That is one of the most important aspects of making sure that you eat at the right time.
Right.
And if you want to maintain your weight, eating at the right time and in the right proportion is very necessary. So you have your breakfast within maybe like 7 and 8, lunch around the lunchtime, supper before 7, and you're able to regulate it. You're not eating late, you're not eating too much, you're not eating too little, just enough and at the right time. You'll be able to maintain your weight. Let's take somebody who's doing intermittent fasting for like 16 hours. You need the timelines to be able to break the fast and eat well. Now, if you miss the timelines and you don't eat properly, your weight loss or whatever that you're doing is all in shambles. Did you get it? So, I mean, looking at the medication aspect, looking at the weight aspect, and generally, I believe that eating at the right time is very good and very healthy. It puts you at a good pedestal as a healthy human being. So, yeah.
All right.
I think that's enough.
Okay, yeah, I think so. I think that's okay. So it's clear that, I mean, eating right on time is very, very important. How about people who miss? Who miss lunch?
Why are you missing lunch?
I mean, somebody says, "Oh, I've eaten in the morning. I think I'm fine. Maybe when I get home, I'll eat later." And yes,
I think what people do is that they eat too much at a sitting.
Oh,
yeah. If you want to have a healthy lifestyle, it's advisable to do small frequent feeding, like how we do for kids. Okay. So kids have a time, they have breakfast, they have snack time, they have lunch, they have supper. It cuts across for everyone. So if you are not eating, if you are missing your lunch, it's mainly because you had a very heavy breakfast and not at the right time, and you believe it can take you throughout the day. If you have your breakfast within the early hours, by 12 p.m. you are hungry, because let's say you have your breakfast at 7. 12 is like 4 hours after 7 or something, or even 5 after 7. Yeah. So then obviously you would have to get hungry. But if you eat maybe 30 cedis worth of wachi, it can take you through the day, or maybe 20 cedis worth of beans and plantain. I think you guys call it gobe. Yes, it can take you through the rest of the day. So I advise that breakfast should be light, lunch should be heavy, supper should be lighter than lunch, and then you have a 3 square meal. I know it's difficult to eat 3 times a day, but if you eat a little portion of your meal, especially if you are trying to be a gym girly like I am, and obviously I had to say that, especially if you want to maintain your weight and all that, you need to make sure that you do small but frequent feeding.
Okay. How much is too much?
See a dietitian to get portion control for you. I think that's the best advice to give, because my fist is even too much of banku for me, but someone's fist is bigger, so we can't use that. We usually use food models to show the 7 sizes.
What's that, food models?
So how do I explain this? You know, we have these toy food. Any young girl that was growing up that was like a cooking person would have like a small frying pan that comes with all year. So those are the food models.
Okay.
So the toy oranges, toy banana and everything, we use that to show our clients, okay, eat 2 fingers of banana, eat 2 moon sizes of yam. That is how we show them. So if you see a dietitian, it's streamlined. At least you know what you're doing. You know that, okay, I want to lose weight, but this is what I'm eating. This is my food models. This is the guideline that I've been given. This is the menu that I need to follow, and then you know that you're good to go with regards to your portion sizes. So I can't say my too much is probably too little for you.
Right.
Yes. So that's why I said see a dietitian to rectify your portion sizes for you.
Now, it also depends on how active you are, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So how about eating in the night? Whatever you eat in the night, does that affect your morning?
Yes, it does. If you eat late in the night, you wake up very hungry. You can try it.
Yeah, I think
you've done it exactly.
Yeah.
And if you eat late in the night, your body is supposed to be at a resting metabolism state. So you put a lot of stress on your body because it has excess food in the body that has to work. The body has to work on the food for it to break down. Now imagine you eat and then 30 minutes later you go to bed. The food it stays in your tummy. It doesn't break down or anything. And sometimes it comes out with foul smell. You have to use the loo as soon as you wake up and all that. So we advise people that give yourself some time after eating before you go to bed. Else you wake up with even a spike in your sugar, especially if you are pre-diabetic or you have diabetes.
All right. Okay. Let me bring a fitness boss back into the conversation. Fitness boss, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, great. So we've heard from Hilary as well, and we've heard from you. You speaking about the exercise bit, and she's speaking about the nutrition. And now we know that all of that can affect us. How our moods are and all of that, the focus and everything. So how do exercise and nutrition work hand in hand to sustain a positive and healthy lifestyle?
Okay. Nutrition play a major role when it comes to fitness. Nutrition play a major role. So if you're not doing nutrition and you're just focusing on exercising, I don't think whatever you're looking for or your body goal will work, or fitness goal will work. So you also need to pay attention, like 80% attention to what you eat, because I said it's your body is like a machine. So if you follow it the right way, it goes the right way and a long time. But if you follow it a wrong way, that's where you actually going to face the consequences.
I see. So, Hilary, what do you have to say to that? How both of them can work? How do they work hand in hand to make sure that you have, or maybe to put it differently, can a poor diet actually cancel out the benefits of exercise, or vice versa?
Yes, it can. If you're exercising, you need to eat well, because you can eat. You can reduce your portion sizes and lose weight, but you can't be physically active without paying attention to your diet and expect that you be physically fit or you build up your muscles or something.
Right. So, Fitness Boss was actually telling us how to stay motivated. He says that, yeah, but I want you to also add your voice to that. How can somebody stay motivated to do both of them? Because there are people that they're like, oh, I'm eating well, it's fine. Exercise can take care of itself. I can exercise. I'm also exercising well. I don't mind eating anything, So tell us, how can people stay motivated to do both of them at the same time?
I think if you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you are not very happy with how you look, you would pay attention to that. Is enough motivation for me personally. I look in the mirror undressed and I'm like, okay, this can be done better. Then it motivates you. I think that is actually enough motivation. And I want to use this as an example. You see how women are motivated by clear skin. Like, oh, I want to have a clear skin like yours. They put in the effort.
Yeah.
They change their sheets. They do their skincare. If you have an amazing body, or you see someone's amazing body, and you believe that you can't afford BBL, but you want to look good. Looking at yourself in the mirror naked should be enough motivation to work out and to eat healthy, because it goes hand in hand.
That's for the ladies. How about the guys?
I don't think any guy wants to be seen with a pot's belly.
Okay.
Exactly. Even though some people would argue that it's a sign of good living, it's not. Nobody would want to have a pot's belly. Nobody would want to have floppy arms or drapey face or whatnot. So looking at yourself is enough motivation, and you cannot be physically active without having a good nutrition.
Okay, right. I'm looking at our time. We have to go very soon. But what small lifestyle changes can someone start today to feel physically and mentally refreshed?
I'd say that if you can't afford the gym, or your schedules are not as feasible as some people, you can dedicate 20 minutes of your time every day for physical activity. So I'm sure everyone has, if not everyone, most people have a big space that they can skip. So you can do 10 minutes before bathing in the morning and 10 minutes before bathing in the evening. Just create the time. And with regards to eating, I think it boils down to seeing a dietitian. You just pass by the hospital, check it out and do it. But then make a conscious effort to be physically active. It doesn't have to be you walking during the day, but be intentional about doing something active every day. And then obviously drinking a lot of water, because it helps.
I was actually coming to that. Hydration. How important is that?
Hydration is very important, because it clears your skin as a woman. It helps with the excretion of metabolic waste substances out of your body. So
only women?
No, I also... I'm biased towards women, but I mean, it's also...
It clears your skin?
Yeah, it clears your skin.
So they have to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else? What else does it do?
And then helps with excretion. The excretion of urine and all that. Taking enough water helps. And also, if you want to avoid kidney stones or the likes, you need to make sure that you are drinking a lot of water.
If you want to avoid kidney stones,
yes.
Right.
The more you drink water, the more you take out a lot of things from your system.
DJ Wade, can you hear? Now, this guy's been fighting me for drinking a lot of water, and I don't know why.
You're always supposed to take about 6 to 8 glasses of water in a day. No, it is good actually, because your body has 70%. Your body is made up of 70% of water, so you are replenishing it. Insensible fluids like saliva, vomiting, urine, sweating. So you need to make sure that you put it back. Right. He's listening to his dietitian, so he's doing a good job.
What do you say? Overdose. No. But too much of water too can be.
No, it's not bad.
As for water, is okay.
Water is okay.
I see. Okay. Anyway, so let me come back to you, fitness boss. So what would you also say? Are there some small lifestyle changes someone can start today?
Okay. I would say just put a challenge for a month, then see how progressive you can be from there. That's what I say. Also, the kind of workout you can do as a man, the push-ups. As a lady, you can also do the squat challenge. So guys go for a push-up challenge, ladies go for a squat challenge. Then you see from that. Yeah, just a monthly challenge. Just start from a month, then you see the growth.
Okay. Is there any myth about fitness you would love to debunk?
Is there any what?
Any myth about fitness? Anything people get wrong about fitness or people think about that as not?
Not really. Not really. People don't get that. I feel like more educational should be done. So people see the benefit in working out. People just feel like when you work out, you just show off. People that work out, they just show off, but they don't see the benefit in it. The health benefit, though. Health benefit in it.
Okay. Hillary, I think you were trying to say something.
Oh, I was going to say that people believe that being a gym person means you're very strong. I can carry 6 kg in the gym, but I can't carry a bag of water. So
Why is that so?
I think it's the mindset. Yeah, because I feel like when you're in the gym, you're putting all the energy, but then when you get back home, you're like, there's a man, he can do it. So. So that was, I wanted to even ask him that why, I believe it's a mindset, but why is it that in the gym you can do strenuous activities, but then when you get home, you become a bit more sluggish than usual?
Fitness boss. So
I'm talking from experience.
She's asking a question. Can you respond to that?
Yeah. Okay, so the weight differs though. The weight differs. You might think you're lifting. For instance, you might think you're lifting 100 kg, but it's not the same as body weight.
Right.
So the weight differs. So that's why you need to go more so that you can actually do more. That's it. You need to go more.
Okay.
And also, don't forget the grip. The grip also matters. The grip also matters.
No,
The way the way you carry metals at the gym is not the same way you might carry things outside. You know, the grip also matters. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let me read a few of the messages that have come. But you're going to also tell us some of the myths about nutrition that we have to debunk before we go this morning. All right. This is from Georgia. She says that I work out every morning. What is this? Okay. let me read another message. It's not too clear. Let me see. This one is from Frank Danso. He says that, is it okay to eat before you work out or work out before you eat?
You need energy, so you need to eat something light but more caloric before you work out. Okay,
so eat before you, but what kind of food can you eat before you work out?
Foods that are high in carbohydrates. Yeah, because you need the energy to push when you get to the gym. So I'm sure you asked for examples.
Yeah, definitely. So go ahead.
So you can have an oatmeal. Oatmeal is high calories and then also good amount of proteins and the like. So usually we do oatmeal before the gym or protein snacks. Yeah. But
there are instances where people eat and because of that they become lazy and they are unable to work out. Yeah. How do you handle that?
You don't eat too much. That's why it's supposed to be a snack. Yeah, something light but high in calorie and then fits the space when you are going. You can do Greek yogurt. I usually do Greek yogurt before I go to the gym.
Which one is that? Which one is Greek yogurt?
I'll put you on behind this thing.
Okay. I hear. But my listeners would also be interested. Okay, I'll come and put them on. After that then, right? Okay, and then there's also a message from Mavis. Mavis says that I want to stay in shape. How can I do that? I think we've talked about that, but maybe you may want to respond to that before we go.
She can get a fitness coach or a gym buddy and see a dietitian. We'll sort you out.
Okay. All right. So let me take your myth and then we can wrap up. Are there any things you want to clear?
I think the only thing I want to clear is missing breakfast doesn't mean you lose weight. It's the opposite. Because you binge eat in the afternoon, you can increase your cholesterol levels and your sugar levels and all that. So don't skip breakfast. Try and have your breakfast, at least something light. And don't eat late in the night and expect that you have a flat tummy.
Okay.
It doesn't work like that.
Right. You've heard what she said. So All right, so let me take your final thoughts, and then let me go to Fitness Boss, and we end in studio.
Okay.
Fitness Boss, let me take your final words, then we can go.
Okay. One thing I would say is stay fit for yourself, not for anybody. Be motivated. If you look good, trust me, there is a confidence in looking good. I mean, except from somewhere. Nobody's going to motivate you, or nobody's going to be your messiah when it comes to, staying fit. You can just do that. If you can't motivate yourself, just go get yourself a personal trainer who can actually put you on track. That's my take.
All right. Thank you very much, Fitness Boss. Really grateful that you joined me this morning for this conversation. Right. Please do enjoy the rest of your day. And then Hillary, finally.
I like to tell the audience that pay attention to your nutrition. So good carbs, good fats, good carbohydrates, good proteins. Drink a lot of water and make sure that you have enough motivation to keep fit.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much too for coming. Really grateful that you made time to come share your thoughts with us, even though you didn't come early. All right. So please do enjoy the rest of your day. All right. So that's how we wrap up today on the Business Breakfast on ZED. I think it's been a great conversation. Now we know that whatever you are eating and even small body movements like stretches and all of that actually affects your positivity and how your outlook generally, your mood, your focus, and whatever you do within the day. So please do well to eat the right food. Make sure that you exercise, you stretch, you do push-ups. They said gentlemen are supposed to do push-ups, so please, if you're a gentleman listening to me, please do well to do that so that you can stay fit, because here we at Z101.9 FM, we care so much about your lifestyle, we care so much about your leisure as much as we do about your business. So please do well to stay fit so that you can be able to run your businesses and do great stuff. So thank you very much for staying with us this morning. We're back again on Monday for more interesting conversations. My name is Nii Trebi Hammond. Please do well to take very good care of yourself. And when you think Ghana, please think ZED. Up next is an inspiring initiative by the Rise Up Bring Project to strengthen rural communities